So let's talk about rebel factions. So you can have like a rebel faction that just exists around uh, one little place, and um, can exist there for whatever reason, and it's just because of like the way the resources are laid out. Uh, that little rebel community decided, hey, this is a good place to exist and live. So you can imagine this could be swampland, swamp area, and which provides the food for the people, but they don't really have a military, and so it's um, but that's something else. Okay, so for these guys out there, what I'm thinking is um, they are just a community that has existed, and you are a conquering community, so now you're going to come into conflict with them, and it's a question of, okay, so what do you do? But let's say the first thing you do is you send out a diplomat, and you say, hey, we would work better together than separately. We are strong, you're small and weak, but we recognize your strength, and we realize also this is your land, and we don't want to conquer your land. We just want to, annex it. We want you to be part of us. But that is determined by what sort of that could be determined by what sort of government, what sort of group you have established in your core territory. Because you could think that, all right, if you set up temples in places, that means that population will be religious, and they'll be kind of loyal to the higher authority, which is you, because they respect that, and they'll be loyal to the local authority, so they won't cause trouble as long as that religious authority is respected. If it's thrown, though, that means it's more related to personal loyalty. So there's the guy in charge, and then there's his subordinates who are in charge. And it's just the chain of command loyalty that goes upwards. So people cannot respect that. Or people might say, well, if we're part of that, and we can actually thus have access to the power, and access to ultimate power because we'll marry into the families, we'll join that. If it's popular, if it's saying, hey, we are a unity, that we are city-states that have joined together, we're a league, that community might say, okay, we like that, let's see, what else? But or if you are a capitalistic group, and say, look, we're just like we're a confederation. We don't really fight per se, but we really want to be unified together and have a united goal and common interests, and also to trade with each other. So that's just different things to consider. But depending on the personality of this community, it could really have influence one way or another of how they accept that. But let's say they opt for the peaceful way out, and you tell them, hey, we're not going to fight, and in fact, we have access to this technology. We're going to give you that technology and help you utilize your land better. And it's also possible in a question where you can say like, hey, how about this? Rather than you guys occupy these two pieces of land, which it's it's kind of hard, this and that. It's also this possible that you can say they go to war, they conquer this piece of land, which forces the group up into the mountains, and so they're thus like isolated up here. And you say, hey, well, rather than you guys be annihilated by us, and because look, we know we're stronger, just join us, and we're going to make you like a reservation. We'll make you, as part of us. You guys will exist on your own, but you will basically kind of help us out, and like we can use your warriors. Will financially benefit you. And so, as I've understood that, like, this little group will contribute what it can to the economy, or to the main economy, and that can be dictated by you. So if you demand too much and they can't provide it, they could rebel against you. this group could also go mobile and say, hey, well, forget you guys, we're gonna go somewhere else. But that's just different things I'm thinking about for the gameplay. And okay, so